Hey, you guys. At the moment, there is so much snow in Switzerland, even in the valleys, so I should really be talking about that because it definitely is a lot of fun. But I feel like there's something else I need to address first. It has something to do with my last video, where I showed how 4-year-old Alba brought all 30 cows to the barn by herself and helped milking them. She was also seen quite close to resting cows, and even 2-year-old Luisa didn't show any fear. It might have looked as if there had been no adults around at all. But of course, that's not true. I was obviously filming and present at all times, and so was Peter. I didn't film the dangerous parts because obviously I'm not one of those YouTubers who put their kids in danger just to get more views. Safety always comes first. So in delicate situations, I wouldn't have any time for filming. You see, we know each of those 30 cows personally. We observe them every day, so we know a lot about the behavior of each individual cow. But we still pay a lot of attention at all times, and I wouldn't let Alba go get the cows by herself and just wait in the barn. I'd always follow her to make sure she's safe. But this last video was about Alba's connection to the cows, so I only showed her part, but not mine this time. So it looks as if cows are the most gentle animals ever and that children can play with them as much as they wish. And that is simply not the case. It's just wrong. So today I feel the need to show you some other aspects of cows around here, so that you are safe if you ever visit Switzerland and encounter cows. As you might know by now, we often go for hikes, and as we live in the mountains of Switzerland, we often pass cow pastures on our ways, and that's fine. But there are often warning signs, especially when there are suckler cows, because they tend to protect their calves and can become dangerous to people. So we always make sure we follow the instructions on those signs. When we pass cows we don't know, we always hold our kids' hands. They have to stay with us. We follow the path, we observe if there's anything strange with the cows, and we don't stop to look at them or touch them. Cows are curious, so they often come quite close. But you should never go closer than necessary if you don't know those cows. And for picnics, we always choose a place outside of the pasture, for example in a forest. While I'm making a fire and preparing our food, the others usually fool around and explore the new place we've found. Sometimes that looks dangerous and the kids could actually hurt themselves, but I usually try to let them do it their way, as I think that's the best way to learn. Someone once wrote in a comment that she has become a less fearful mom when watching my videos. I had been thinking about that a lot, because I hadn't been aware of the fact that I do let my children move around quite freely. I was happy when I realized I did, because I think it's important for kids to explore their surroundings and learn about danger themselves. But of course we watch them and stay close in case they fall, even if we trust their guardian angels a lot. Today we had a nice dessert as well, and took our litter home. Yes, that's reality. If you make a picnic, you need to clean up after yourselves, and you need to take your litter home, even if it's poop. Because if you don't, we will. Yes, we often collect other people's litter because we don't want animals to eat it and get sick. And we always put out our fire properly. But what if there's no fireplace? Can you just make one anywhere? No, if there's no fireplace, you are not allowed to make a fire in Switzerland. So we always bring a picnic that works without the fire. past the nicest little house I have ever seen. I just love it. The old people living in it in the summertime once invited us for breakfast in there. So I know how windy and cold it is inside. But I just love it anyway. Actually, I no longer need to dream of such cute little houses in the middle of nowhere, where a fire gives a feeling of warmth and protection, and wild animals live right next door. Because we've already found our little paradise. And the kids have already started to build their own little houses with little wooden people, tables, chairs, and even beds. I always find it fascinating how they use their imagination to create a whole new world full of stories, adventures, and life. Oh well, I could watch Alba and Louisa imagine and play all day long. But I guess it's different when you watch someone else's children, so it might be boring for you guys to watch this. So I'd better finish this video and let you watch your own kids or your own friends. Find your own little wonders or inventions you can be amazed at. And maybe you see that your own life is already perfect the way it is, and that it's already full of little wonders that make you smile. Maybe you don't need a little hut on a mountain to be happy like me. Maybe your happiness lies somewhere else. Just open your eyes and you'll find it.